They are always welcome to Maiti Nepal, as we have a hospice for two hospices located in the eastern part of Nepal and Kathmandu, and they are welcome to stay with us as long as we
Since you first started in the early 90s, and I believe at that point, if I remember, there was about 4,000 to 5,000 girls and children were trafficked approximately. It's gone up, and has it been going up steadily, or is it? What was the numbers at the beginning in the early 90s, and what's the number now? You believe the girls to be trafficked every year?
You see, before there was the reporting was not seen in the papers, newspapers. Yeah. So now when they see the reporting is many papers write every day. The girl has been, one girl was trafficked, she was rescued, now she is rehabilitated in the house. So that reporting, when people see that reporting, you feel that the cases are going up. But the cases are actually in those 8 vulnerable districts, it has gone down. Good. But it has attacked other places because of the conflict. Because it was never in Surtes, it was never in Humla, it was never in Dang. Now it has started in these areas also.
And
that is good also, yes.
Which were the Maoist areas? In areas where there was a lot of conflict during the...
Yes, yes.
You talked quite a lot about working on the supply side. I'm just wondering if you do work on the demand side. I mean, talking of, if I can just give one example, in Tamil, it seems to me that as a tourist, and it's obviously foreign tourists, so Indians, Europeans, etc. You know, one way to raise awareness would be, you know, there's 5 entrances to Tamil, put 2 women on each entrance if they need employment, and just get them to talk to people coming into town.
First, I would like to say sorry, because we are not commodities. We cannot say supply and demand. You have to take that as a correction, right? Because supply and demand you can do only for goods, I think. We are human beings. And talking about outlets in Tamil, I think you are talking about the girls who are not given jobs, or the girls who are given jobs?
Well, it's men that are coming for these types of services. So
yes, after we've started the halfway home, we've come to know from the children. They are children basically. They are below 16. We ask them what kind of clients are coming. They are saying the clients are either old people whose wife is, who don't have wives. Either it's the drug addicts, or it's very rich people, or it's as he said, the dons who come there. And we ask them, who bring these people? They say guides. So we said, what do you mean by guides? So guide means a small boy who sniffs brew on the street. So he brings the clients. So to bring the clients, these children are used.
So a lot of people have asked similar questions that I was thinking, but I've got 2 more questions, if that's okay. First, I wonder if you work with any international NGOs to help you with your campaign work, or do you find that your own work within your country is perfectly adequate for what you want to achieve? And my second question is, I understand you work with women and girls, but I wonder if you could say a few words about how trafficking affects your employers also.
Okay. Number 1, we are internationally, for the awareness, we've got regional networks. We've got regional networks, and we've got international network also for, we have international networks also, where we are working together to raise awareness on trafficking. And secondly, the regional network is more important than global network, because regionally means we are Bangladesh, India, Nepal, Pakistan, Sri Lanka and Maldives. We are working very closely so that we can create awareness and at the same time support each other. And talking about boys trafficking, boys are trafficked Before they were trafficked, until today also, they are trafficked for different purposes. For purposes like kidney, eyes, and all this, and camel jockeys. And then few boys were also taken for sexual purpose. The castration was done, and then they were used either, then they were used either for sexual purpose or to entertain in different functions.
Hi, my name is Denise. I am an educator at NepaliSamajUK. The question I have for you, Anuradha, is aside from funding, what are the other kinds of resources that we need immediately
Because you know some of the funding going
Immediate needs, I think, children and women who are the center of another thing is that running awareness and community. Now the problem, I think, she has also explained that dimension of trafficking has been changing. It's changing. Before it was in cross-border trafficking. Now, in the name of migration, many women are leaving their villages. In first, they have a good job in Gulf countries like Dubai, Saudi Arabia, but ultimately they don't get a good job there. They are forced there and they are sexually abused. So we need to create awareness in the community that explaining jobs in the Emirates or Saudi Arabia is not good. So you have to be very careful. So the location awareness is most essential. At the same time, if we can make some kind of create some job opportunities for these girls in the community, we are just important in the analysis. That's the other part. But looking at the our immediate need would be keeping things run. Like we have a 10 outposts at the border, 3 traffic, we have 2 hospitals. As she explained, more than 1,000 women and children have to be out per day. There are a lot of costs involved in it. So mostly we need these kinds.
So apart from your own girls that you rescue or help, do you recruit volunteers?
So we have a special volunteer requirements because as you know that volunteers are always welcome. At the same time, everyone has to understand that once you have a new volunteer, you have to appoint a person to guide volunteers and induct volunteers, which means you always lack of human resources rather than you gain from the volunteer. So what we have done is that we have 3 months minimum requirements for the volunteer, and that volunteer has to contribute something to the organized, and that the organized to benefit from that, and as well as the volunteer. So anybody can apply for that, and according to the requirements,